Hey guys, hi, welcome back once again. My name is Vaishali, and today I'd once again like to talk about love. And so many a times when we talk about love, many of us have this romantic notion that love is like an all flowery thing, that it's all airy fairy kind of a thing, that it's something that it's all pleasurable, that it's something that does not require any effort or any work. And maybe to some degree as an infant or as a toddler or as a little child, that's the proper notion to have. Because in my understanding, an infant, a toddler and a child, a little child, should not be required to work to get love. Now during those formative years, love needs to be unconditional. Love needs to be supportive. Love needs to be embracing. However, as we grow and outgrow the childhood phase, we should also understand that love requires a degree of work, that love requires certain efforts, some efforts. And yes, those efforts need to feel effortless. They need to feel burdenless. The efforts, the work directed towards embodying love and towards embracing love need not feel backbreaking, should not feel like a heavy baggage or a burden that we are just wanting to relieve ourselves of. So when I say that love requires work, what I'm trying to say is that when we love something or somebody or even ourselves, there's a sense of being attuned to ourselves or to the other. And when we're talking about being attuned, we're also talking about being attentive. We're also talking about being compassionate, about being empathetic, about being engaged and being connected to ourselves and to the other. So let's say I love my plants, or I love my pets, or I love my car, or I love my home. I would do everything to pay attention to it. I would do everything to nourish it, to nurture it, and to support it grow. I would be attuned to my plant, to my pet, to my vehicle, or even to my home when I'm trying to take care of it. I would notice and thereby be attentive and be engaged in nurturing and nourishing it the right way, in the most appropriate way. I try not to overdo or underdo any of those things, overcompensate or not at all compensate for the nourishment and the nutrition it needs for it to be loved, for it to be cared for it to be supported. And in a way, I would be in tune with its needs, with its requirements, and with its wants. In a way, I'd be attentive, I'd be engaged with what I love, which upon reflection also tells me that I'll be mindful about my presence, about my engagement, about my attunement. And I'd not take it for granted because it's a reciprocal relationship, or rather it's an equally reciprocal relationship. And any kind of relationship, whether it's with your plant, pet, whether it's your vehicle, whether it's your home, or whether it's another human being, requires some work, requires some mindful, attuned, attentive efforts. And the feelings generated through those efforts should feel effortless, should feel engaging, should feel pleasuresome, should feel burdenless, and should be more engaging and more connected rather than it being disengaging and disconnected. So let's try and reflect on that, and let's see what we feel and think about love requiring work, about love requiring some degree of effort, of love requiring us to show up in certain ways, of love requiring our mindful presence, attunement, and attention. Let's try and reflect on that, and I will see you once again the next week. Till then, stay tuned in. And guys, if you do like the contextual content of these videos, please do like, share, and subscribe.